Good morning, friends. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Welcome to the MLive Morning Weather Update. Oh, wow. Yes, I need a haircut. The COVID, and my wife got it too, and now she's all better, and she's my hair cutter. So sorry about that. Thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update brought to you by Consumers Energy. Let's get right on into it. Yes, the tropical shirt is back on as we have 2 warm days, and then it's back to normal pretty close. Radar right now showing we've had some rain move through most of lower Michigan, now pushing out, and still some showers off to the west, and some of those will generate again. Here's a look at the radar forecast for today. We'll start at 11 o'clock. And yeah, you could see some spotty showers there. By the way, high wind warnings in effect for the northwest side of the state for wind gusts up to 60 miles an hour. I'll try to get some of that on there for you too. But first, today we can have a few showers move in the warmer air, not a ton. And as we go through the night, we dry out, really stay very, very warm for this time of the year at night. Record warm low temperatures tomorrow morning. Hey, good morning, Mark Ambrosi and Regina Quick. Good morning. Try and have a white Christmas, and I wouldn't rule it out. I'm going to show you that too, just a few moments here. So then this is tomorrow. See that little line of showers? That's the cold front. And so this is noon time. So southeast of that, the cold front doesn't move through the afternoon. North and west of it, it moves through late morning, early afternoon. And then you see everything takes the shape of snow, stays in the UP, and as we go into Friday, it diminishes there as well. All right, temperatures, highs today nearing 60 degrees, if not 60, from Lansing to Grand Rapids, Battle Creek, Kalamazoo, Coldwater, Ann Arbor, Detroit, 59-ish, maybe Saginaw Bay City, 59-ish too. Tomorrow morning, low 60s. Basically from Kalamazoo, Battle Creek, up through Mount Pleasant to Alpena. 60 degrees in Alpena, December 16th. Low 60s in Flint, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, Oakland County, and Detroit and Ann Arbor. And then Friday, back to low 40s in the far south, then 30s, then 20s. Saturday, highs only in the low 30s. Sunday in the upper 20s to about 30 degrees. Monday back to 40. Tuesday in the 30s. And now the European trying to show the cooler air oozing in. As we get to Wednesday, not too bad in the mid to upper 30s. Thursday, it's trying to show highs in the 20s, teens in the north. And by next Friday, that would be Christmas Eve day, looking at colder temperatures if the European is correct. So we'll keep our eye on that. Okay, so all the isobars, this is this afternoon, this is this evening, and overnight. You see all the isobars, the pressure lines, another one of these strong storms, 975 millibar low back in Minnesota, and it brings the southwest wind off of Lake Michigan, and that's the main threat for high winds from Holland up the coast, Muskegon, Ludington, Manistee, up through Benzie County, Leelanau County, into Charlevoix and Petoskey. Winds there with the high wind warning could gust to 60 miles an hour. And tomorrow stays breezy with 30 and 40 mile an hour gusts, and the winds won't really die down until about Friday morning. Okay, so what we're going to look at now is the extended term, and this is really starting to interest me because Michigan is kind of in a pivot point. South and east, it looks warmer than normal as we go into January. North and west, it looks much colder than normal. The question is, does that much colder than normal air ooze into our area at times, or does the warmth inch back up toward us? And I think it's probably both of those. So what we're going to look at is we're going to look at the European model, and we're going to look at the U.S. model called the GFS. We're going to look at those in the ensemble mode. That means they run the model about 30 or more different initializations, different starting looks, and then they average them all together. What that does for us is the main run that I just showed you, that's called the deterministic run, the run that they feel is the best overall physics, best overall equations, but it can be wrong. So when we look at the ensemble, it gives us kind of an average. It doesn't give us a great forecast, a totally accurate forecast, because it's averaging a lot, but it gives us a good picture at the large scene. So what you're looking at is the temperature anomaly about 5,000 feet up. Obviously, we have the warmth coming in. And then I talked to you about the weekend cooling down, and that's what you're looking at there is the weekend cooling down. And then a little burst of a warm up Monday into Tuesday of next week. But what I want you to get out of both of these is that the La Nina temperature pattern is setting up almost a classic fashion. This is Christmas Eve day, and the colder air is oozing in from the northwest. See the big purple in the northwest? That's 30 degrees colder than normal. So pieces of that are breaking off. And now we're into Christmas Day. And so it looks cold. And that at least is the first step toward a white Christmas. And then as we go to December 29th on the European, it wants to continue to deliver these pieces of cold air our way. So in other words, it's saying that we may go toward colder than normal. Now, the U.S. model, here's obviously our warmer than normal conditions, then our colder than normal conditions for the weekend, and then the little warm up Monday into Tuesday. And then we go into 23rd and 24th. It still has this kind of warmer than normal, but it also, notice how similar it is in the Pacific Northwest, Western Canada, with that extreme cold hanging out there and the warmth just to our south. Now we're at the 26th. And now what the U.S. model wants to do is it wants to back the cold air up a little bit and bring slightly warmer air in our way as we go out to about New Year's Day. And that right there is the pattern to look at for probably January, where we teeter between extreme cold to our northwest, warm to our south, and we probably bounce back and forth, to be honest with you. Meaning, for those of you that aren't winter lovers, you get a break in the action. We'll probably get a few days that might pop up into the mid 30s to maybe even low 40s. Then the cold air will ooze back down toward us. We'll have some days with high temperatures, 25 to 30. So it's going to be winter regardless. But it looks like it could be kind of an up and down thing because we're on the cusp of much warmer air to the south, much colder air to the north and west. Keep an eye on that for you. Our first thing is get out the tropical shirts and enjoy a couple of days of close to, if not record warmth. Take care. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update, brought to you by Consumers Energy.